Did you ever quit using a tool, not because the tool was bad, but because you sucked at some part of using it? Well, laid out on this bench right here is my dirty little secret, sharpening. This is my old sharpening method with water stones. This is two very nice planes that I bought 22 years ago or something. And I used them until they got dull, but I was afraid to sharpen them because I screwed up this chisel so badly that I didn't even want to touch my plane irons. And then this is the new method. Now I'm not going to get into the weeds on a review of a sharpening system or anything like that. That's not what this video is about. But I'm going to go through this and kind of show you what I'm talking about. Okay, these are water stones, and you can see the grits. I think this one's like a 4,000 grit or something. That was a jig I made that I had wedges where I would actually secure the stones in here so that I could use it to sharpen chisels with. I had polishing compound. God, this stuff is so old. It's got to be 20 years old. Look, I mean, it's even all ambered. The plastic's all ambered. I had this jig here. I don't even remember where I got this now. It sets the bevel on your chisel, is what this does. That's a chisel jig. You're supposed to be able to hold the chisel in there. This worked great for me until it got so rusted that I couldn't use it anymore. I took it apart and tried to fix it, and it never worked the same. I bought this one. This one is great. This is the one that everybody shows. Hey, look, here's your chisel guide and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, except for the fact that this is dovetailed. And if you look at my chisel, it's got square sides. So it looks dovetailed, but it's really not. And it's really kind of hard to hold in that thing. This is the chisel that I screwed up so bad that it looked like a fingernail on the end because my water stones were so dished out. I didn't know you were supposed to flatten water stones. Here are my planes. Look at this. It's still in the original box. Oh, if you look here, look there, 2004. Veritas. This is back when I had money. Look, that's still in that plane iron right there. I should have used that. It's probably sharper than what's on there. But I got so disgusted with the fact that I couldn't sharpen that I never did it. Here is the plane. It's got some little dark spots on it and stuff because it wasn't oiled very well. I loved using this plane whenever it was sharp. It's so cool. This is my Lee Nielsen block plane. It is a adjustable, low angle, 60.5 block plane. Still in the original box, 22, 23 years ago, something like that. And I mean, it feels sharp, but it's not really that sharp. I mean, you can't, I would love to be able to use this, but it just, there's too much tear out on it. So I've got to try to get this thing sharp. And then we have the new method. I have a video out on this. You can go watch that. I'm not going to replay all of that and everything, but we're going to try this method and see if we can't get those planes sharp. Maybe I did take a whack at trying to sharpen that at one time. See if it'll cut anything. I don't know, pretty sharp. Wow. I think that's usable. So, since this blade has a little different shape to it, I wanted to see how well this jig does with it. So that's good. Okay, so what I can do is, I can do the 25-degree bevel on it. But I'm not going to be able to do the 30 degree because it won't pull back far enough. I mean, you could do that, but you're not referencing anything. And that's kind of the whole point of this, is it references the pins on this brass rod right here. All right, I'm going to go do the 25-degree bevel. I'll bring you back. We'll see how well this does. Well, let's see if it works. It's not a bad cut, actually. Not for me, anyway. Okay, well, I'm certainly not a pro at sharpening yet, but I do believe that I got them sharp enough for them to be usable, which was kind of the whole point. Now I think I can use them on my faux window planner instead of them sitting in a box from now on.